What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. You know what this video is. This is my monthly favorites. Every single month I share with you guys my favorite products that I've been using during that month, and this is going to be for the month of January. So if you guys want to see all of my beauty favorites, some hair favorites because you guys have been asking, and then maybe one or two fashion items as well, then keep watching. And if this happens to be your first time here, then welcome. My name is Sophia, and this is my channel that focuses on all things beauty and luxury. Every single week I upload new content on new beauty releases. I do a lot of reviews, favorites videos, and I also cover luxury, lifestyle, and fashion. So if that sounds of interest to you, then you're in the right place, my friend. Hit that subscribe button to join our fam, and you can also click the notification bell to hear about every time I upload a new video. All right, party people, let's get into these favorites. As a reminder, I'll be linking everything in the description box down below, along with anything that is on my face today. Do me a favor, hit me up with a thumbs up if you like this video. It really does help me out. And without further ado, let's talk about the first product. It is a complexion product, and lately I've been gravitating back towards the Clé de Peau concealer stick. I actually reviewed this, I think it was last spring when they reformulated this concealer, and I think it's a really good concealer. I'll link that review down below in case you want to see, like a wear test or hear a little bit more about the ingredients and just about the product in general. But long story short, I really like this concealer. This is the concealer I use when I am super lazy and I just want to draw everything on like a child. It blends out like a dream. What I like about this is that it comes in a stick format, but I feel like a lot of stick formats, they're more for maybe people who have like oilier skin. They tend to dry out a little bit more. They have more of a matte finish. And this does have a little bit more of like a matte to natural finish. But what I like about the Clé de Peau formulas is that they work really well for dry skin like mine. They work really well for mature skin. It doesn't settle into my fine lines. It doesn't dry out my under eyes. I think that this is really good for the under eyes, but it's also really good for all over the face as well. It's such a nice, like easy, portable, blendable product. You could pop it in your purse and do touch-ups. It's brightening. It's a really great concealer. Is it worth the price? I think for me, it is. If you already have maybe the stick concealer from Chantecaille, I don't think you necessarily need this. I actually think they're pretty similar, but I like this. If you're looking for a new concealer and you're willing to maybe pay a little bit more because it does have a lot of skincare and also SPF 27, then I think that this is a good option. I actually also have another video that compares this product to the original Clé de Peau concealer, the one that is liquid that kind of comes in the little click pen. I really like that one as well. I think that one is maybe a little bit better if you have dry skin, and that product I think is more designed for maybe like the under eyes, little dry patches, etc. I actually keep that one in my handbag because it's so precise. It's really great for just like little touch-ups, like right under your eye to kind of brighten things up. Maybe the corners of the mouth to kind of make your lipstick look a little bit more crisp. So I like that one too, but this is the one that I sort of keep in my drawer and reach for if I just want something super simple when I wake up and I'm just like tired in the morning and I'm getting ready for Zoom calls. Next, I have a bronzer. This is the one from Dior. These are the Dior Forever Natural Bronze Powder, and the shade that I have is 004 Tan Bronze. You wouldn't think that this would be my shade because it's 004. By the way, I had the one that was in like the Riviera print from the summer collection from last year, and you can tell it is very well loved because that beautiful embossing is like not even there anymore. I would have thought that this maybe would have been too dark for me, but this actually is a really great shade for me. What I like about this bronzer is that, especially during the winter when maybe you want more of like a subtle bronze, or maybe you have, your winter skin tone. I'm the same shade of pale all year, but like in the winter, sometimes I'll kind of, take it back a little bit on the bronzer. It won't be as heavy-handed. And this bronzer, it really does what it says on the tin. It's more of like a natural bronze. It just kind of warms up my face a little bit. This is kind of what I've been gravitating towards lately, just because, like I said, I might be going for more cool tone looks, maybe something like a little bit more subtle. If you like something that is a little bit more natural and subtle, I think that this is a really good line to choose from. In general, I really like the Dior Forever line, like both the bronzers and I love the luminizers as well. I have every single shade. So this is the bronzer that I have been loving lately. I just kind of, I don't know, I kept reaching for it. It's a really nice, beautiful, natural shade, very blendable on the skin. If you happen to watch my recent declutter video, you will know that one of my biggest goals from that declutter is that I wanted to be able to fit all of my blushes in my makeup drawer. I had way too many blushes. I had to get rid of a lot. Some of them were cream blushes that kind of expired. And I also told you guys that I had purchased every single shade of these Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate blush duos. And I'm embarrassed to say, I literally like didn't use them all last year because they didn't fit in the drawer, and so I had to kind of like keep them in a separate space. Well, long story short, they fit in the drawer now. They're all beautifully labeled, and I've been using these, and they're such good blushes. They're stupid expensive, but if I recall correctly, I think I got these for like 30 or 40% off in one of those like, you know, big Bergdorf Goodman beauty sales. So keep on the lookout. I'll let you guys know when I see that next time. And if you can get a good deal on these, I will let you know. And so I wanted to show you guys two really nice shades. They're actually all beautiful and they're all kind of more or less a little bit warm leaning, but I wanted to show you two of the shades that I've really been into lately. The first one is called Explicit Flush, and this is a really nice duo where you get a beautiful brown color, which is the one that I'm using today, and then you also get this really pretty coral. If you're somebody that's into like really nice summer corals, this is going to be great for you. And what's nice is that you can swirl these together if you want to kind of like customize the shade. If you want to tone down the coral, you could add the brown. If you want to add just a little bit more vibrancy, you can add the coral. I just love a good duo, man. This is perfect if you want to bring it on vacation and you want a really simple monochrome look, because you could put these on your eyes. Boom, you have a blush look, you have an eye look, you have plenty of options with both of these shades. So I've really been enjoying these. The other shade that I wanted to show you guys, because it is Valentine's Day and there's like all this pink makeup going around, etc. This shade is called Aflame. Oh, look how pretty that is. I'm not even like a rosy pink blush person. I normally will gravitate more towards like the brick reds and the browns and the nudes and that kind of stuff. But this is so pretty. And I thought that this was kind of the perfect spring one to pick up, whereas Explicit Flush is maybe a little bit better for summer. I just thought this was such a pretty shade. Did y'all see my video where I made the ultimate holy grail neutral palettes? I will link it down below. You guys got to check that out. I basically took a bunch of Viseart shadows that I had in my collection that I wasn't using, but I really liked. I love the formula. And I went and I designed my own custom palettes. And in that video, I show you guys just kind of like some tips about how you can do it at home, my thought process. It's kind of like a DIY hack declutter video all in one, basically. And so what I did is I created one warm tone palette and one cool tone palette. And I'm so happy with the results. Not only was it super fun to do, because I'm just like an OCD person. I love getting organized and it's so creative as well. I just love that whole process. Not only did I have fun making them, but I also just really love using them. These are favorites for the month of January. I definitely use the warm tone palette more because I'm a warm tone palette girl, but I wanted to use the cool tone palette today because you guys said you wanted to see a look with this. I definitely did a pretty soft look with this. I used some of the like taupey browns that are on the bottom row there, but I think I am going to do another video at some point within the next couple weeks where I do maybe more of like a smoky look. Oh, I just had so much fun making this. The Viseart shadows are really amazing. And by the way, I used the Sultry Muse Paris Nudes, and then I had the Neutral Mattes and the Neutral Mattes Milieu. Those were the 4 palettes that I used to create both of these palettes. I'll link those down below in case you guys want to like check those out. Maybe you want to create your own. Viseart, I think, usually also has a spring sale. They have a spring sale usually, and then they also have a Black Friday sale. So the palettes that I used to make these, I think I got them for like 40 or 50% off. So if that sale comes back, I will alert you all. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handle in the description box if you guys want to hear about, you know, when things go on sale, when things come back in stock, etc. All of that is usually posted on my community board and on my Instagram. So Anyway, a favorite for the month of January, definitely my custom palettes. I had a lot of lip favorites this month, and I think it probably is just because one of my beauty resolutions that I shared with you all of my resolutions video was to wear my lipsticks. I have so many lipsticks, I love them, but a lot of times I'm just rushing to get ready in the morning and then I kind of forget about the lipstick. I sort of do my whole face and then the lipstick is a little bit of an afterthought. So I've really been having a lot of fun wearing more of my lipsticks, kind of shopping my stash. And I think if I'm not mistaken, in my last favorites video, I told you guys that I was really loving the lipstick that I got from the Issamaya Wild Star collection. This is in the shade Buck, and this is the sort of shimmering chocolate brown. It looks really crazy in the tube. It's like super metallic, but it looks so beautiful on the lips. I told you guys this was my favorite item from that collection, and I was very pleasantly surprised because I thought that, I wasn't quite sure, okay? I thought that maybe these would look super crazy because they are technically glittery metallic lipsticks, but I liked it so much and I was seriously considering getting the other two shades from the collection. Well, I got the other two shades and they're so beautiful. I love them. I'll show you guys right here. I posted an Instagram reel swatching these, also trying each of the shades on my lips. So head on over to my Instagram if you guys want to check that out. Which shade is my favorite? I don't know. I don't think I really have a favorite. I definitely think the shade Bluff, which is the pinkier one here, this is probably the one that is like the most everyday, the most wearable for anybody out there that likes more nudie tones, pinky tones. You know, maybe you don't feel compelled to wear a lip liner. I would recommend this shade, but you know what? They're all so beautiful. And I know that this packaging isn't for everybody, but I think it's fun. I actually have all three of these displayed on my desk right now, on my little sort of decorative area, and I don't know, I just think that they're so funny, they're so cute. Speaking of the Issamaya Wild Star lipsticks, I was talking about them somewhere on Instagram and one of you guys responded to me and you said, you know what those remind me of? Those remind me of the Byredo metallic lipsticks that obviously Issamaya would have designed at the time when she was the creative director for their beauty line. You told me that they reminded you of those metallic lipsticks that she launched for Byredo. And then I thought to myself, I have one of those lipsticks and I never wear it. So I brought it out. And this shade is called Amber in Furs. This is actually the shade that I'm wearing today. I love it. I don't know why I haven't been wearing this shade. Once again, like, what am I doing? I have all these lipsticks and then half the time I never reach for them. This is a really unique shade. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. It's described as a shimmering nude on the Byredo website, but it has it, I feel like it's not really coming across on camera. I feel like it's coming across as more warm, but it actually has a really interesting cool tone to it. It is a metallic lipstick, but it blends really nicely into the lips. It's hard to describe. I feel like a lot of other cool tone lipsticks, they sort of are at odds with my very naturally rosy toned lips, and so they don't really blend into my lip color very well, and then they end up looking a little bit awkward. I've had that experience with a couple of the Gucci ones, which I love the Gucci lipsticks, but not all of the shades really work well on my lip tone. This one works so well. This is the perfect lipstick to go with any sort of cool tone look, you know, taupes and grays, kind of like soft grays. You guys know what I'm talking about. You'd think that it wouldn't work. It's metallic, it's like a cool tone nude, but I just love the look of it. Once you get it on the lips, it really looks so beautiful. And it almost has a little bit of like a lavender hue to it. I can't describe it. Comment down below if you guys purchased any of the shimmery ones from that line. There are a couple more shades, and I thought that this was limited edition, but it is still on the Byredo website. So I'm gonna link it down below. I'll list the shade for you also. Yo, can we talk about this absolutely beautiful lipstick case from Garnier? I did a review of this case for you guys. This is the limited edition one that they released for spring. And then I also, in that review, showed you guys the new limited edition lip color in the shade Rosy Bloom. I love both of these so much. Let's start off with the case. I mean, this is perfect for spring, and I'm trying really hard not to over collect these Guerlain lipstick cases, but this is just so me. I had to pick this up. It's so beautiful. I love the little flowers. I love the touch of gold. I'll display this on my desk. I like to pop it in my purse. It's absolutely stunning. It brings me joy, and it's so dreary outside right now. Like it is, we haven't had a sunny day and I don't even know how long. It's been snowing. And then I look at my nice little case on my desk and it brings me like a little bit of sunshine and spring. I just really, really like it. And then you know what? I didn't think that I was going to like this lip color as much as I did, but I absolutely love it. I'm not usually someone that goes for these, I don't know, I guess this petal pink sort of tone. A lot of times these don't really show up super well on my lips. So I was a little bit hesitant, but I did want to get a pretty wearable color with this case because I wanted it to be something that I could wear pretty often. This actually is so, so nice. And you know what? I think that this is this is the first satin formula lipstick that I have from Garnier. I have some of their more sheer formulas and then I have the matte formula. Had never tried the satin formula. It's so good. It's so good. This might be my favorite satin formula that I have in my collection because it's relatively opaque. It's very creamy. Sometimes I don't like it when satin formulas are a little bit too slippy because I like more pigment out of my satin lipsticks. I'm really impressed with this. It's so comfortable on the lips. It's so creamy. Like I said, I love the color. I know a lot of you guys, you were upset because this sold out very, very quickly. That being said, I saw on Instagram that the release date of this in other countries, like I think the release date in maybe Japan or some of the Asian market, I think the release date is actually February. So I feel relatively confident that it is going to be coming back in stock. Editing Sophia here. Good news, friends. This actually did come back in stock, just like I said it would. I will link it down below. And if it does go back out of stock, just be patient. Follow me on Instagram because I let you guys know when things come back in stock. So you should be able to get it now. I'll pop that in the description box. Yay! If it hasn't launched in your country, just wait and see. I will try my best to alert you guys if I see it come back in stock. But yes, I do recommend this and I absolutely love it. Quick little skincare favorite here for you guys. I wanted to talk about this in my last favorites video and then I just forgot, but it's still relevant. This is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5. If you watch my recent skincare video, you already know what this is. A lot of you guys are asking me for a skincare regimen video. I already posted it like over the holidays, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to watch my skincare routines. But this is one of my favorites during the winter. This really saves my skin. It is a cream. It's not the kind of moisturizer that I would put all over my face. It's a little bit of kind of a thicker formula. It is called a balm, but it's not greasy. It's not like petrolatum or anything. It's just a very thick, soothing, and healing cream. And so this has a lot of really great ingredients. One of them is Centella asiatica, which is an ingredient that sort of is good for wound healing and redness. It's just good for healing the skin and making it feel better, especially during the winter. If your skin is really dry, it also has panthenol. These are really good calming ingredients for your skin. And this is what I will use in sort of like my dry patches on my face during the winter, especially like around my eyes. I don't know, maybe for some of you, this might be a little bit too thick, but for me and my mom and everyone that my mom has recommended this to, because it's been many, many people, we're all using it now. And we love it, especially during the winter. I will take this and I'll kind of use it as an eye cream on my upper eyelids. I will get eczema up there if I don't do this. And if my skin is dry, it's also more prone to getting reactions for maybe eyeshadows and that kind of stuff. And I'll break out in hives and it's just bad news bears. So this is a recommendation that I have for you guys if you're suffering from dry skin, even on your hands. It's also, I think it's safe for babies, etc. I think you could even put this on your lips. This is just kind of my like everything cream that I use for dry skin, for redness, etc. So I wanted to kind of put this on your radar in case you guys haven't used this before. Let's talk about hair. Let's talk about hair, baby. A little curl, wavy. Many of you guys have noticed I've tried to put a little bit more effort into doing my hair in the morning. Sometimes I go through these lazy periods where I just kind of have my natural hair texture, which is totally fine. But I do have very thin, fine hair, so my hair tends to get a little flat, a little drab, a little blah. I've been trying to use more of my hair tools and really put like a little bit more effort. A lot of you guys have been asking me what types of tools have I been using, so I wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys because I've just been having a lot of fun kind of playing with my hair tools and getting back into doing my hair on a regular basis. The first one I'll show you guys is my hair waver. This is the device that I use to do these kind of beachy, almost crimpy types of waves. I usually do this kind of hairstyle in the summer, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it all year long. I kind of like the way that this looks. It's pretty easy and effortless because whenever I do this kind of style, it will last for like 3 days. I just have to kind of touch it up a little bit in the morning. And even if my hair frizzes a little bit, like if I'm going on a warm weather trip or it's really humid here where I live, you don't really see it. You don't really notice it. It still just kind of looks very beachy and wavy. This tool that I use, it is from Bedhead and it's called A Wave We Go. It's very affordable. I think it's like maybe $40, so I'll link it down below. And it's super duper easy to use. And the other thing that's really cool about this is that the wave, the size of the wave is actually adjustable. So you just turn this little knob and you can make it so that the wave is a little bit tighter or a little bit looser. All you do is you just kind of like pop it on your hair like this. I will section my hair into like 3 sections horizontally. I'll do the bottom, the middle, and the top. I just have to kind of hold it here for a couple of seconds. I just go up and down, and there you go. And I actually almost think that this looks better the next day after I've like slept on it for a day. I don't even know why. I think at first when you do it, it's like very wavy, and then once it kind of settles in, it looks a little bit more natural, looks a little bit more lived in. A couple of tips for using this. I do recommend holding it this way as opposed to this way, because then you can actually see what you're doing. Something that I didn't think of when I first started using it. The other thing is that when you are doing the top parts of your hair, I recommend not holding it there for that long. Otherwise, you're gonna get that dreaded like bump right here on the crown of your head. It's good for giving yourself a little bit of volume, but it looks a little strange. So I recommend just holding it kind of like for a second at the top, or sort of wiggling it a bit so that the wave is a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, other than that, this is super easy to use. I bump it up to 375, and that's the temperature that I like to use it at. This is probably like the easiest hairstyle that I do on the reg. Also, a lot of you guys have been asking me, what do I use to curl my hair? I just use a regular old curling wand. This one is from Hot Tools, also very affordable. Once again, I think it's like $40 or something like that. I have had this one for a couple of years. It lasts a very long time. It's a very reliable curling wand. The plastic tip that was on here broke off, but it still works just fine. I didn't even use that. It has a really nice adjustable heat setting, and I just curl it, you know, the old fashioned way, like a hair wand, just like this. A lot of you ask me, oh my gosh, your big bouncy curls, did you use your Dyson Airwrap? No guys, the Dyson Airwrap, it's not for curling your hair. That's more for like a blow dry, like a salon blowout type of effect. I really cannot get my curls to hold with the Dyson. A lot of you guys have asked me about the Dyson. I normally, when I want to curl my hair, I can do it in like 15 minutes with this. They last all day, and especially if the weather isn't super humid, I can like touch them up the next morning and I'm good to go. So I'm gonna link this down below. This is what I use for curling my hair. And then like I said, for the salon blowout, I've been using the Dyson. Now my thoughts about the Dyson, because a lot of you guys have asked me, and I will do a formal review, but my journey with the Dyson is not over, okay? I'm still figuring out how I like to use that tool, because like I said, I can't really get the curls to hold. I can't get a lot of the volume and the flippiness to hold. So I've been playing around with different attachments, and honestly, the Dyson is a favorite for the month of January because I have had fun kind of figuring out how I like to use it, how long to hold it there, like what products to use. And so I wanted to show you guys some of the products I've been using, and then I also got some new products that I'm gonna be testing and I will report back. So first off, this was just the mousse that I had in my drawer. So I've been trying this. This is the Garnier Fructis Curl Construct Creation Mousse. So I've been using this, I kind of rake it through my hair. And then another product that I like to use both for the Dyson and also when I do kind of like the beachy waves, pretty much anytime I'm gonna like add some curl or wave to my hair, I will use a sea salt spray. So I got this one from my local drugstore. I wanted to test out some more affordable products because I don't know, for hair products, I don't feel like I need to buy like super luxury formulas. This is the Not Your Mother's brand. It's Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. I think that this one is good for this type of hairstyle, but I wanted to experiment a little bit more with more sea salt sprays because I kind of feel like these two products together, they're a little bit more on the moisturizing side, whereas I need something more on like the hold and texturizing side. So I wanted to show you guys these two. It's funny because the packaging is the same color. I wanted to show you these two products I just picked up. The first one is the Bedhead Foxy Curls Extreme Curl Mousse. The Bedhead brand, I feel like they come up with very like stronghold products. So I decided to pick this one up. I just found it on Amazon, didn't hear anybody's recommendation. So I'm gonna be giving this one a try in my next Dyson trial. And then I also got this one, which I think this was in some viral video. This is the Got To Be Beach Matte Texturizing Salt Spray for mermaid style. So I'm going to compare this one with the Not Your Mother's one. They're both, all of these are fairly affordable. I'll link them down below where I got them. Yeah, I'm going to be testing all of these out and I'll let you guys know. In general though, all my hair devices, they're favorites for the month of January. And I did just want to cover that because so many of you guys have been asking me if I've been using the Dyson, if I like the Dyson. I like the Dyson. It just takes me a very, very long time to do my hair with that. And so I can't do it every day. And so I'm just figuring out what works for me. And I'm just trying to figure out how I can maybe speed up the routine while getting the same results. I have one little lifestyle favorite for you guys today, and it's gotta be the label maker. So many of you guys told me that you bought this label maker, which makes me so happy because now I'm just thinking like we're all in this like label making, organizing club, decluttering, labeling our stuff, using the things that we have, and that just brings so much joy to me. I did my declutter video, also did like a cute little reel with this, kind of like a makeup declutter ASMR on my Instagram, so you guys can go check that out. A lot of you guys picked this up. This is definitely a favorite of mine. I still have a lot of makeup that I have to go in and label that's definitely on my to-do list, but man, I just love getting organized with this. You guys can see here from the little Tom Ford blush duo, I like to label everything and it just makes it so much easier when I'm going through and trying to find the things that I need. So I did want to give this a shout out because so many of you were asking me for the link. So many of you got it, and comment down below and let me know, did you use your label maker? Have you been labeling? Have you been enjoying and reveling in your organization? I need to know. Oh, sorry guys, I had to go turn on my living room lights because the sun went down and it was super duper dark in here. So sorry if the lighting is a little bit whack, but I only have one more item to share with you guys anyway. You guys know I always have to do a fashion item, some sort of fashion or accessory thing, and usually it's like a bag of the month. And the bag for this month that I've absolutely been loving is none other than the beautiful, the feminine Lady Dior. I've been carrying this little baby nonstop all month. I got this bag a couple of years ago. It was a lot cheaper back then. I cannot believe the prices of these right now. These are basically the same price as a Chanel bag now. Honestly, I think it's a little bit better quality. I think a little bit better quality than the Chanel Classic Flaps. I know, unpopular opinion, but I've had this for a couple of years now and I just felt like I wasn't giving her the love that she deserved. I have some of these classic bags that have a little bit more of a formal feel. And in the past, I've been a little bit nervous about kind of bringing these around in my everyday. And this year I was like, you know what? I'm over that. I'm over that. I don't care. I'm gonna carry my fancy little classic bag with me wherever I go, even if I'm going to the grocery store, if I'm going to CVS. And so that's kind of what I've started to do. And I'm all about it. It is a very functional bag. I think just in the past, because it's like got this very prim and proper silhouette, I was only carrying it when I was kind of dressing up, going out to dinner. You guys know what I mean. So I've been using her more and I absolutely love her. This was the reason that I didn't get the Louis Vuitton Capucine in like the black and gold, because I said to myself, you know what? I really need to use my Lady Dior a little bit more often. So this is my little bag baby for the month of January. I really love black and gold for the winter over a coat, so sophisticated. If any of you guys have this bag, comment down below and let me know what color you have and how you like it. But yeah, guys, this is my last favorite for the month of January. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic year so far and it's off to a good start. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate that. And sound off in the comments down below. Let me know what have your favorites been for this month. What are you enjoying? You know, one of the things that I've really liked this month is just the fact that I took a little bit of a break from buying so much makeup, and I've honestly just been enjoying so much every day, just kind of shopping my stash, using what I have. I'm still gonna be doing makeup reviews, and there are some big releases that I'm really excited to pick up and review for you all. But I've been a little bit more mindful. I feel like I did a good job in January, really just enjoying products that I have in my collection, and hopefully that has kind of shown through in the type of content that I've been creating this month. So that in and of itself is a favorite for me, but comment down below and let me know what you guys have been loving. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.